So you want to get into special operations, but you're not sure which one is right for you. You don't know if you should be a Green Beret. You don't know if you should be a Navy SEAL. Rest easy, guys. Today I'm going to break down for you the Green Beret entity and also the Navy SEALs to help you make a better decision. U.S. Army Green Berets, established in 1952, they are one of the U.S. Army's premier special operation groups, all right, commonly known as Green Berets or Special Forces, right, the SF tab. Now, these guys are charged with conducting a variety of missions. Our bread and butter being unconventional warfare. If you're not familiar with unconventional warfare, guys, it is when you take a group of special forces operators, drop them behind enemy lines, and let them recruit a guerrilla force, a militia, and then they work by, with, and through those individuals. A good example of those can be, Vietnam, working with the Montagnards, right? Or most recently in Afghanistan, working with the Northern Alliance. That's what Green Berets do. That is our bread and butter. However, we can also conduct a variety of other missions like I mentioned earlier. Going over to the Navy SEALs, guys, they were established in 1962 by JFK, right? They are the Navy's premier special operation force, responsible for conducting a variety of different missions to include special reconnaissance and also direct action. If you look at the SF patch and you look at the arrowhead, it has 3 lightning bolts, right? That represents the infiltration capabilities of the Special Forces soldier. You got sea, land, and air. Sea being an individual that is scuba qualified, inserting through the ocean. Then you have air, which signifies halo. And then you have land, which is your regular ruck teams that can just walk in to wherever they need to go operate. Then you look at the Navy SEALs. If you look at their acronym, sea, land, and air is what that means, guys. Pretty much representing the 3 infiltration mechanism. Now, I want you to keep in mind, guys, when you think of special forces soldiers or special operations soldiers, they can do whatever is being asked of them, all right? Just because these individuals don't have that as a core mission doesn't mean that they can't conduct. A good example of this was back in 2010 when we shift the strategy in Afghanistan from a more direct action focus to a unconventional warfare focus, establishing like the village stability operation sites. Guys, everyone was running those type of missions in the entire country. You had MARSOC guys conducting VSO, right? Unconventional warfare. You had Navy SEAL guys conducting unconventional warfare. So when it comes to missions and who can conduct them, any one of us could step in and figure out how to conduct those missions. That's why we're special, right? Plug and play, essentially. Now let's talk about the structure of these different entities. So U.S. Army Special Forces fall under SOCOM. SOCOM is Special Operations Command, which is based out of Florida. There you can find all your special operation entities that falls within the DoD. Now under SOCOM, you have USASOC. USASOC is U.S. Army Special Operations Command. Under USASOC, you will find all the U.S. Army Special Operation entities. Now within SF, you have several different groups. You have 1st Group out of Washington, then you have 3rd Group out of North Carolina, followed by 5th Group out of Kentucky, then you have 7th Group in Florida, and then you have 10th Group in Colorado. You also have the 19th and the 20th, which are National Guard groups spread out throughout a bunch of different states. Now within the groups themselves, guys, you have 4 battalions. You have 1st Battalion, 2nd Battalion, 3rd Battalion, and your 4th Battalion. Within each battalion, you have 3 companies. Within each company, you have 6 teams. Within each team, guys, you have approximately 12 operators. You have 2 of each MOS. You have 2 18 Bravos, which are your weapons specialists. You have 2 18 Charlies, which is your Special Forces engineers. You have 2 18 Deltas, which is your Special Forces medical sergeants. Then you have 2 18 Echoes, which is your Special Forces communication sergeant. You have an 18 Fox, which is the Special Forces intelligence sergeant. He's also the assistant team sergeant whenever the 18 Zulu the Special Forces Team Sergeant is not around. Then you have 2 officer MOSs, which is the 18 Alpha and also the 180 Alpha. This segment is brought to you by GreenBeretChronicles.com. At any given time, guys, if you're interested in going to Special Forces Assessment and Selection, go to GreenBeretChronicles.com and check out the prep courses. That'll also give you access to the Discord, right? I also have the Body by Jay workout program over at Green Beret Chronicles, guys, where we work out to look good naked, all right? I have 3 different tiers. One involves me posting my workouts on a daily basis. The second one involves me doing just that and providing supplement feedback. And the third one allows me to custom made a program just for you. All right. While you're on there, guys, make sure you subscribe for the newsletter. That is my way of giving you guys extra content and bringing extra value to you guys. All right. So again, that's GreenBeretChronicles.com. Let's get back to the episode. Now, going over to the Navy SEAL side, guys, you have, again, SOCOM being the big umbrella. Underneath SOCOM, you have NSW, which is Navy Special Warfare Command. Under NSW, guys, you have several different groups. All right, you have Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 10, and Group 11. Now, under each group, guys, you have a bunch of different teams. Under Group 1, you have Team 1, Team 3, Team 5, and Team 7. Under Group 2, you have Team 2, Team 4, Team 8, and Team 10. Under Group 3, you have SDV-1 and SDV-2. SDV means SEAL Delivery Vehicles, guys. And under Group 4, you have SBT-12, SBT-20, and SBT-22. SBT being Special Boat Team. And then you have Group 10, which is where you can find majority of your support elements for those SEAL teams, all right? Then you have Group 11, which has your reserve component, Team 17, and also Team 18. And also under NSW, you have SEAL Team 6. Now, similar to the Special Forces ODA, a SEAL team is also further broken down to allow commanders to split up their force in order to conduct several different missions. So within a SEAL teams, you have 8 platoons. Within the platoon itself, you have 2 8-man squad, all right? Within the squad itself, guys, you have 2 4-man fire teams. So where are these guys located? Guys, as a SEAL, you're either on the West Coast or you're on the East Coast, right? You got to be around those bodies of water. Now you have SEAL teams 1, 3, 5, and 7. Those guys are on the West Coast. Then you have 2, 4, 8, and 10. Those guys are on the East Coast, right? SEAL Team 6, they are also on the East Coast, guys. Then you have the 2 reserve component. 17 is on the West Coast, and then you have 18, they're on the East Coast. Now let's jump into the training pipeline that these guys got to go through. We'll start off with the SEALs, all right? The Navy SEAL pipeline looks like this, all right? If it's changed, any of the SEALs out there, let me know in the comment section below, guys. You have Navy boot camp is 8 weeks long. Then you have NSW prep, which is approximately 8 weeks long, right? Then you have BUDS orientation. That's an additional 3 weeks, right? Then you have BUDS itself. That is 6 months. Then you go to SQT. That's 6 months long, right? And then once that's complete, guys, you'll go to jump school. On the Special Forces side of it, on the Green Beret side of it, it's pretty similar, guys. If you're coming in as an 18 X-ray, you have to go through basic training, AIT, jump school, and then you'll get assigned here to Fort Bragg. Once you get here to Fort Bragg, you'll have to go through SOP-C, which is Special Operation Preparation Course, right? If you pass that, then you'll go to selection, which is approximately 4 weeks. Once selection is complete, you'll go through the qualification course. The qualification course is a year long for all MOSs except 18 Deltas. 18 Deltas, yours is approximately 2 years long. All right. Once the Q course is complete, guys, you'll get assigned to one of the operational groups. And then once you get there, you'll go through whatever additional training that group or that battalion has for you. Which one is right for you? That is for you to decide. If I missed anything, guys, let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, take care of yourself.